This is everything I ate in a day in Hanoi, Vietnam. You know the bom ja is going to hit when you walk through an alley with aunties grilling pork patties and frying jayo. They're so nice, they even fed me some. I got a bowl for $2.80 and loaded it with garlic, chili, and herbs. Dipping the vermicelli noodles in the fish sauce broth soaks up all of that sweet, savory, and tangy goodness. It's light, but the flavor packs such a punch. I love the grilled pork slices and juicy pork patties that have a mouth-watering smokiness. And look at these golden spring rolls for 80 cents each. They're so crunchy and delicious. Bom ja is hands down my favorite dish from Hanoi. By the way, have you ever seen a $4.80 bowl of pho with this much spring onion in it? What's unique about this pho is the stir-fried beef that has a deep smoky flavor that seeps into the broth too. I've got to say, I prefer southern style pho, which has a sweeter and beefier broth, but this was nice to try. It's so interesting dipping these fried dough sticks in the broth too. Then I made a quick stop to grab a famous $2 egg coffee. I love the rich and creamy texture, and surprisingly, it's not too eggy. The sweetness of the egg cream balanced out the bitterness of the coffee nicely. It's like a coffee dessert. And last but not least, I got a $3.40 banh mi with pork slices and siu mai, which has finely minced pork and wood ear mushroom. It's great how they pop it in the oven so it's crispy and hot, and it may not look like the prettiest banh mi, but the flavor is on point. I love the savory hit from the pate and pork juices and the freshness of the herbs. I definitely get this again. This is everything I ate in a day in Switzerland and how much it cost. I'm staying in Zermatt and it feels like a winter fairy tale. It's actually a car-free village, but there's electric taxis around too. It feels so peaceful here. I was pinching myself while hiking to a restaurant that had the most stunning view of the Matterhorn. I got a $12 hot chocolate, which was creamy and sweet, and they gave us some free bread with green butter. It actually has algae in it and it had a really lovely whipped consistency. Of course, I had to get a cheese fondue. It was $55 for a one-person serving. The cheese paired with the fluffy bread was super smooth and comforting. It was perfect for the chilly weather. There were also vegetables like onions and potatoes, but the best part for me was dipping it in these pickles, which really cut through the richness. For dessert, I got a $28 apple strudel with vanilla sauce, which was crumbly. I liked the hint of cinnamon, but felt like it was a little dry. This view was a 10 out of 10 though. Now for dinner, I went to a cozy Swiss tavern and got their $19 raclette. My stomach is literally all cheese at this point. Well, the cheese had an amazing stretchy texture with a subtle salty and tangy kick. It's simple but tasty. This spot is famous for their Zermatt rack of lamb, which cost, oh my gosh, can you guess? $122. I was shocked. But good thing, the lamb was very tender. It was cooked beautifully over wood fire. The crispy and creamy potato gratin was also delicious. I was really happy they gave us these free mini Toblerones. I love the chewy bits of nougat in it. It's such a classic chocolate. And finally, the total spend on food was $236. Do you think it's worth it? This is everything I ate in Burwood, Chinatown. First up, I got these $12 pan-fried buns, which I topped with soy sauce, vinegar, and chili oil. They were super juicy. Look at that squirt. The pork filling was delicious, and I loved the texture of the crispy base. And I saw this store selling $8 quail egg skewers with sausage and cheese. It's a nice and simple snack, but I wouldn't rush back for it. Then I tried this $9.50 corn, but it's no regular corn. It was blowtorched and generously topped with cheese and whipped cream. I didn't have high hopes for this one, but it was surprisingly good. It was sweet, smoky, and buttery. Oh my gosh, look at this $11 giant boba. I thought it would be chewy, but it just tastes like a light coffee jelly. I'd recommend just sticking with the regular brown sugar boba because it's amazing on its own. I couldn't resist getting this massive $13 Taiwanese fried chicken. It was fresh and juicy with a nice spicy and peppery seasoning. This makes me so excited to visit Taiwan soon. Then I tried some honey tripe and beef tendon for $18.80. Have you tried this before? The tripe was soft and the tendon had a nice bite and fattiness to it. The best part was they soaked in the broth that reminded me of pho. It was so delicious. This is everything I ate in Chinatown, Sydney. I'm with a very special guest, Toa Bird. The very first thing we got is one of my childhood faves, their 60-cent Emperor Puffs. They were piping hot and burnt our tongues a little bit. Totally worth it though. It's filled with a delicious sweet custard inside and they're so addicting. Then we went to Nanjing Dumpling and got these $16 Shalong Bao. So you pop a little hole, pour the soupy goodness on a spoon, don't spill it like I did, sip it, dip it in soy sauce and vinegar and enjoy. These ones are on the sweet side and are juicy. We also got these $18 sweet and sour pork spare rib noodles, which had a wonderful bouncy and chewy texture. It has a strong tangy kick to it too. Next up, we headed to this joint where you can pick your own skewers and get it fried on the spot. We loved the spices and seasoning, and our favorite was the Wagyu skewer. It was so spicy, our noses started to drip, so we went to grab purple rice yogurt drinks to cool us down. Toa described it perfectly. It's like frozen yogurt, but with rice. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what it is. We had so much fun. Let me know what your favorite Chinatown eats are. This is everything I ate in Flushing with Carissa. So Flushing is home to the largest Chinatown in New York City. We started off with this $21.50 crab roe with rice. The golden crab roe was creamy and buttery and the rice soaked it all up. Adding a splash of vinegar helps cut through the richness and gives it a tangy kick. Next up, we got these $10 pan-fried dumplings, which was my favorite bite of the day. They had a super crispy base with a juicy, savory pork filling. It's mouth-watering with chili oil. Then we tried the $6 Chinese hamburger called Ro Jiao Mo that's topped with pineapple for a pop of sweetness. The bun was light and flaky and the chicken was a bit spicy. It's a tasty snack. We also grabbed an $8 Vietnamese iced coffee. I got an egg cream coffee and Carissa got an ube one. The cream surprised us by how thick and salty it was. You get an amazing coffee hit, but it's quite heavy. After this, we got these $4.50 rice noodles with fish balls. I love how they rolled the rice noodles, which gives it a bouncy and chewy texture. And the mix of sauces with peanut, soy sauce, and sriracha was delicious, and it's incredible value too. And for something sweet, we ended with an $8 corn croissant egg tart. The charred corn and cream was pretty nice, but the pastry itself was a little stale, so I'd skip this one. It's just the best hanging out with someone who loves food as much as you. Let me know which one of these you want to try. This is everything I ate in Harlem. Have you ever tried catfish before? This was a first for me. I got these $13.50 catfish and chips. It had a light and crispy crumbing and was incredibly well seasoned. The catfish itself was soft and tender and I loved the creamy tartar sauce. I added a bit of hot sauce for a kick of spice. This was so delicious. The chips were also pretty good and crunchy and their $5.50 mac and cheese was creamy and comforting. Next up, I wanted to try some soul food, so I went to Sylvia's. My favorite thing here was actually the free cornbread, which was warm, buttery, and slightly sweet. I would come back just for this. The $5.50 lemonade was a bit too sweet for me, so I'd skip this. And for the main, I got the $24 fried chicken with sides. The chicken was hot, crispy, and well seasoned, but could be juicier. And the mash was a bit thick and grainy for my taste, but the collard greens was full of flavor. It was salty and smoky. Quick side note, I went to Charles Pan Fried Chicken another time and enjoyed the chicken here a lot more. It was so juicy. The $10 chicken combo is amazing value. And last but not least, I went to this Caribbean takeaway and got this $21.50 oxtail with rice and peas. Oh my gosh, the oxtail was insanely tender and rich. It had some fatty pieces and was slow cooked to perfection. And I love how they drench the rice with oxtail gravy, so every bite is bursting with flavor. The cabbage was also tasty and the plantains were wonderfully sweet and caramelized. This is the ultimate comfort dish. This is everything I ate in 24 hours in Melbourne. My grandma and I started our day at Queen Victoria Market. I was so excited for her to try these $18 mussels. They're super fresh and plump, and the chili coconut sauce was creamy and delicious. It's Benoit approved. Got a sneaky $9 sugarcane juice, of course. And then we grabbed 5 of these hot jam donuts for $11. They're piping hot, crispy, and sugary, and I love the doughy and fluffy texture inside. It's oozing with jam. Guys, I think she's coming for my job. Next, I saw this Balkan spot and tried their $18 cevapi. You get these juicy beef mint sausages with fluffy bread and slather on some capsicum relish and onions. It was so fresh and tasty. It makes me want to try more Balkan food. I also grabbed an $8 Ein Spanner next door. It had a super rich and thick cream, kind of like a dessert but with a good hit of coffee. And for a late night feed, I went to this Pakistani restaurant and got some $15 pani puri. It's like a tangy explosion in your mouth. But what really blew me away was this $40 mutton karahi. It was incredibly tender. It fell off the bone and the gravy was packed with ginger, herbs, and spices. This was the best dish I've had in a while. And before we flew home, we went to this Indonesian coffee shop. Their $18 beef rendang toasty was sensational. It had a beautiful crust and the beef rendang paired so well with the pickles and fried shallots. My grandma loved it.